Hey, what's up booktube? Welcome back to my channel. I know this is kind of like a weird start for a vlog, but this video had some issues. So on the 5th of this month, which was the UK release date for Darkdawn, I travelled on a 29-hour round trip to Glasgow and back to meet J. Christoph and get my copy of Darkdawn signed, and essentially that is kind of what this video is going to be. I had intended to like vlog the whole thing, and I feel like this is like an issue very specific to me. I actually used to live in Glasgow and I hated it, and no offence if you're from Glasgow, I'm sure it's great for you, but it is my least favourite place on the whole of the planet. Basically, I had intended to like vlog the whole day, like the trip down, and I was going to spend like all my time reading in a coffee shop until like the signing, and I thought that would be really fun, and then like there's the bookshop and the signing and, you know, the talk and everything, and I thought that would be really great. Essentially, without really going into detail, being back in that city just sent my mental health on like an absolute nosedive, and I had like literally like the worst day of my life in like a really long time. It was such a horrible experience being back, and like the talk itself was fantastic, don't get me wrong. I considered doing like a full story time video about my whole day, but I don't think anyone on this channel is really interested in that, so this is just like the booktubey stuff. But just so you know why this is like a voiceover video instead of like a nice aesthetic vlog. So yeah, it's taken me a while to like sit down and film this because I'm just so annoyed about how like bad the vlog is and how little I actually filmed, because I just felt so like uncomfortable and really unsafe. It's a thing, okay? Anyway, I did film some of like my journey and my day and a little bit of the talk and the signing, so I'm just gonna get into that now. We're gonna focus on the good things. We're gonna forget about the fact that this was in Glasgow, and we're just gonna focus on the good things. So I got up at about 1 in the morning to catch a like 3 AM bus down to, or up to Glasgow. Could get a train, but like I don't have like £200 to spare on a return train ticket, so I was gonna get the bus. I've done this a lot. I've done this for conventions, and I used to do this a lot as a student, so like I'm very used to being on a bus for a long time. I don't mind long journeys. Coaches in Britain are just lawless like places. Like just the laws of men and beasts do not apply, neither do the laws of time and space. It's just a really weird universe B kind of experience. So anyway, I was on this bus pretty much overnight, so I thought that maybe I would get a little bit of reading done, but the environment of the coach is not really the best, so I read a little bit of Darkdawn, but for the most part I was just like looking at the nice scenery and just listening to my music on the way up. Arrived in my ultimate nemesis city of Glasgow, and I ended up spending like 3-4 hours sat upstairs in a Starbucks. So for like the majority of the day I just sat in a little corner by a window drinking copious amounts of hot chocolate with caramel and reading Darkdawn, and I honestly thought that I might have been able to read the whole book before the signing, but like it's a dense book, and with it being like the last in the series, I was really just trying to like take my time and enjoy it. So I only got like 150 pages in before the actual signing, which is like not a lot at all. But yeah, I saw a lot of pigeons and I headed over to the bookshop, and like I don't understand these Sucky Hall Street Waterstones. I really don't, because the 5th was the release date for Darkdawn. So like everywhere else, every other bookshop in the whole of the world at this point, I think, is now selling Darkdawn. I'm pretty sure the UK release date was like the last one. I know that America and Australia got it earlier than us, but like I got given my copy from my Waterstones on either the 1st or the 2nd. I think it was the 2nd. And like I know for a fact that like I'd seen on Twitter people going out to like their local bookshop and picking up copies in person, but when I went into the Waterstones they didn't have a single copy on display. Bearing in mind J. Christoph is coming to this very shop later in the evening to give a talk, and I'm thinking like, is he gonna walk in here and see that his book like isn't on any shelves? Because like that's not good. Because I'm like, this is it, this is release date, it's the first day it's been out, this is launch day in our country, and you haven't put them out. So I went to ask the guy, because I'd pre-ordered a copy that I'm supposed to be able to pick up on the 5th, and he wouldn't even let me have the copy that I had already purchased and paid for, because they weren't on general sale until after the J. Christoph event, which is after the Waterstones closed, which makes no sense. So the one shop that I was at, this one Waterstones, was the only one in the whole of the UK that wasn't selling Darkdawn, and yet J. Christoph was coming there to talk about Darkdawn. What the hell? So that was really weird. Went off, got another hot chocolate, sat down for a few more hours, had a browse around the bookshop. Eventually I went up to the signing. Even though I had been there for many hours and I'd been told to wait downstairs, it turned out that people were being told to wait upstairs because there was a huge queue. So again, thanks for that, really appreciate it. There were like a lot of people that had turned out to see J. Kristoff talk, which like I can understand because this is a fantastic book series, and like I really love this book series, and I'm so glad that I managed to like get on the hype train before it ended. So then we had the author talk, and there were like lots of really good questions. Like J. Kristoff is actually really like funny and quite charismatic in person, and I think he downplays that a bit because it's kind of like, again, like the dry wit, like the kind of dry humour, but I feel like everyone like in the audience was having like a really good time. I've been to some other author talks where it's been a bit awkward, but like the interaction went really well at this chat, so like it was pretty good.
In Scotland, I can swear, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it was like a really good author talk. I think it's like the best one I've been to so far. And then I went to get my book signed, and I didn't film it because like it just felt awkward to say like, can I film this interaction? Like I did get a picture, but the guy taking the picture took some really bad photos from some really bad angles, so I will not be posting any of the photos with me in them. But I did have like a really cool conversation with him. I asked about like character playlists or like music inspiration, and we had like a brief chat about like some metal music, kind of. He asked me my favourite band. I panicked. The only band I could think of was Linkin Park, which is like my childhood favourite band, but like we had like a brief moment of like, yeah, actually Linkin Park are a really good band. So yes, I do finally have a beautiful personalised signed copy of this book. And I also took my copies of Nevernight and God's Grave in like this edition to also get signed, so like they're all signed and personalised to me, which is just a very great feeling. And then I went off and had a disastrous few more hours in Glasgow, and then I got the bus home for like many more torturous hours. And then I got home, as I say, 29 hours after I first set off. So yeah, that was kind of it. That was my experience of going to get things signed, and I really wanted this to be like a really nice vlog, and like can you tell how annoyed I am that like I really wanted this to be like a really nice vlog about my memories of like going down and like getting everything signed, but like I just couldn't take footage as I wanted to. Like I just felt very not comfortable at the time to do things like filming or vlogging or anything like that. And again, it's not really the kind of conversation for this channel, but still I kind of hope that like a little bit of like the footage and the story was maybe nice. I hope, because like I don't want the footage to go to waste, because like it was still a good, like the actual author talk was like a fantastic experience, and I would really like to have like a nice video memory of that. Yes, please. I'm pretty sure like other people are going to start posting their like vlogs of like London and Manchester, and I think there's like ones in Rome, and again of course Australia as well, and it's like I'm going to be looking at like so many people's like fantastic vlogs, and yeah, yeah. It's fine. My content, much like my life, is a mess. That's just how I am. So yeah, sorry this video is kind of a mess, but you know, no one is more disappointed in that than me. So I'm very sorry. Hopefully my vlogs will be less crap in the future. And yeah, I guess I will see you in a hopefully better video than this one at some other point. Peace out, booktube.